Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Tactics with Puddnhead. I am joined today by Sharkbait,
Hello.
and this is
Glad I could
game
join.
3 with the Alt Wizard book that we built that showed up on the Tuesdays and the Tactics playlist. What?
You cross the
Um,
playlist. You never cross the playlist.
I do cross the playlists. I know. I did it once. Um, but all of the Alt Wizard gameplay has appeared on Tactics. Um,
Hmm.
and I think this might be the last one because now everybody knows everything that's in this book at this point.
Oh, you might as well
Um,
give it a few more games. Come on.
if I were actually testing this out to play it in a tournament or something, I'd play like 50 times, but
That's fair. It
I'm
is
not
good for a
really
series,
doing
though.
that. Um, so I told you last time between game 1 and game 2, I cut a teleport and added 2 Seeking New spells. After that last game, um, I realized that I'm not using any melee plus, and I die pretty quick to melee plus. So I actually put in an Altar of Infernia into this book to deal with that melee plus thing. And I don't remember what I took out to do that. I took out Snowstorm, I think. Yeah,
Oh,
I
nice.
took I took out Snowstorm because I was never going to use that. And I'll tell you about some of the changes I made after this game. So this is a game. I'm in the upper left as purple Alt Wizard, of course, and Alt is playing as Siren in the bottom right. And I didn't know what kind of Siren it was going to be, although I should have guessed.
It's
So
Alt Siren.
it's Alt Siren, which means
I
that this
deserve
is going
every
to
groan that
be,
comes from that.
yeah, Alt Siren. You you sure you're not fitting to be a dad someday? All right.
I will
Uh,
see myself out.
all right. It's time for me to hide the book here so you guys can see the game. And here we go. Jumping on in here. So I see Siren. I do the thing that I do before, and I let the Siren go first just to kind of see whether I need to move. I'm, of course, planning to play Double Crystal because I need mana.
Call that an information gathering turn.
Yep. Yep. Because what I do does not really change on the first turn so far. It might change if I were to face a really aggressive mage. Like if I saw a Juktari across the field, something like that.
Yeah, I'd probably change at
I
that
might
point.
change that pretty quickly. Um, and Here we go. So we see a
Or if you got
Naya.
named Sharkbaits across the board.
Yeah, if it's Sharkbait, then I'm just gonna concede right away, I think.
I don't know about conceding, but I would probably
So
change your tactics.
because I see Naya, I move forward because I know that Naya is going to give an action advantage, which is what I learned last game. Last game I learned that if I let spawn points and familiars live, it's bad for me. So
I think the
I'm
other part
gonna
of that is that Naya takes a little bit to get rolling, so I don't expect Alt to move out of that corner too far.
right,
It's gonna be like a slow spread of the seas as opposed to like you can move up
right.
and feel safe. That's where I'm going with that.
And I decided to take up some space over here with the crystal because I have those two altars in my book. So I'm saving space to have to. So if I have to drop a deathlock because Siren heals and Naya heals, then I can do it farther away from the Siren.
Yeah.
And if I need to drop Altar of Infernia, I can do it farther away from the Siren. So that's the plan. I think at this point I'm going to try and get close enough to ice Naya. Probably not literally, though. Probably lightning her. Um, yeah, so I'm getting ready to throw some attack spells here. I'm gonna move down into the middle so I can take over the middle. The Siren is very good at taking over the middle, so if I can get there first and make her think twice about moving forward, then that's good. Um, I'm saving my quick cast here because if the Siren decides to move up, I could be threatening a lightning bolt, right?
Ah,
So
yeah.
So Siren decides to enchant up and gear up. Naya, of course, getting that ring on, which is interesting. I don't know if I agree with this because the mage didn't use it right away.
You want
So
to? The reason you would say that is because you want to use it the turn you cast it.
yeah, because if Naya
Yep,
casts it on
save
you,
you
then
extra
you can
mana.
use it the turn you cast it. You could cast the Shallow Sea now,
Yep,
and
that's true.
then Naya would get plus channeling, and the Siren would get plus channeling. So
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
a good little
Whatever this
synergy there.
is, I don't know if it's really worth doing.
Yeah, it's a good
Um,
little synergy there
so
that you're describing. I mean,
yeah, but now I need to decide if I'm going to drop Stormy or if I'm going to double shoot the Naya there. And I'm pretty sure I decided I'm gonna Kiro myself one more time and get Stormy out there, and then next turn I'll be able to do some work. Because Storm Elemental has done pretty well overall.
I am a fan of the Storm Elemental. It is one of my favorite of the newly added elementals. I actually like it better than Wind Elemental myself.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive for me. I mean, it's a good 8 spellbook points for the wizard. So
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
yeah, it's pretty expensive for the wizard. Siren, it's only 7 spellbook points.
Yeah,
And
I think the
here's the
elementals don't really just
Leviathan.
pay that much. Oh yeah, nice Leviathan.
And Naya doesn't even cast anything because he needed all of his mana to get
Yeah,
that Leviathan out. I believe no, he ritualed, didn't he? He ritualed for Leviathan. Yep, he ritualed for Leviathan. So now I'm like, okay, getting close is not a good plan.
not the greatest idea.
So, uh, so I have to figure out how to kill Naya without entangling myself with the Shiri and Leviathan. And
Teleport, yank.
yeah, teleport gank would be great. Except I think I'm going to temporal aid and shoot from the sky, and then I'll nullify myself so that I don't get teleport ganked.
Yeah,
Since Naya hasn't been doing a whole lot so far, I'm not all that urgently in need of killing her, but she is going to be my first target for
probably a good
sure.
call there.
Yeah, because she's one of the premier familiars in the game. She can cast equipment, she can cast enchantments,
Real
she
good.
can cast attack spells, she can get rid of my stuff. So
Yep.
she's good. She needs to die. Sorry, Naya.
Also that, yeah. She's
It's
both good
also
and needs to
why,
die.
yeah, it's also why I don't tend to run her in my sirens. Because if I'm running her, then I want to use her. But if I'm
Yeah,
running her, she's gonna die.
every time.
Yeah. And I also have realized that if I'm going to spend my mana and attacks on killing this Leviathan, I might as well just kill the mage. So I'm going to
Interesting point
do
too.
my best to ignore this creature since he's slow and has a slow attack. Now, granted, the Siren is going to do something about that for sure. So I need to be able to deal with whatever the Siren throws at it. I think this entire game, I'm afraid of a strike spell. And I do everything I can to not be in the same zone as the Leviathan when the quick cast is coming around.
Yeah.
So Siren double enchants Leviathan. Um, I don't know if I ever learned what those spells are. So Stormy's going to move down and use his quick ranged attack to Zat Naya.
That's not in this game.
Zod is in this game. I think he's watching this game actually. That's a
Oh,
stun
watching
on
maybe,
Naya,
yeah.
which is really, really cool. Nice for me. 4
That
damage
is
in a
really helpful, yeah.
stun. I'll take it. Then I got a Kyros so that I can get over there and lightning bolt her myself. Leviathan moves forward. That's dangerous, but you knew it was going to happen. Okay, it's at this point that I realize if you read the text of Shirian Leviathan, it says, while Shirian Leviathan is in a zone with an aquatic terrain, enemy non-mage, non-aquatic creatures in the zone are restrained. The incorporeal trait adds uncontainable to the
Yep.
creature.
Yes,
So
it does.
Stormfront Elemental is in zero danger from Shirian Leviathan unless one of these spells is Eagle Wings. And even then, I mean, he could get a really good hit on, but he's not going to kill it in one shot.
Right.
So, also it says enemy non-mage, which means I will always be able to leave as well. So the extra effect of Leviathan is not going to harm me this game. What is going to harm me is 7 dice plus whatever's on him.
Yeah.
So I need to get away from the 7 dice. That is my goal. Stay away from the 7 dice, try and do damage to the siren, and see how it
Avoid
goes.
the giant maw,
Yeah.
basically.
So what ends up happening here is Alt doesn't realize that he's not going to be able to restrain Stormfront or um, my wizard. So he's going to try this and move in and get me restrained. And I'm going to explain it to him. So he's going to replan. I'm going to tell him that his Leviathan needs to be here. And we're going to keep going. I
You're
play
so
this turn.
nice. That's good it's good to teach people.
Well, I don't want people to think they're doing something and then play it wrong.
That's what I mean. It's definitely good to help teach people.
And now he's going to try and restrain my mage. And I'm going to say, good thing I'm a mage.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
So I'm going to Hawkeye and Lightning Bolt with a Kyros to try and kill Naya. I reroll the damage, I think. No, I don't do enough damage. So Stormy's going to come in here and try and finish her off. And I'm ahead of the game. But now I'm in the same zone as Leviathan. So I'm like, nope. Because I've been hit by strike spells before, and strike spells are super good, especially when you've got a 7 dice creature as a base.
But did the strikes work on
Oh, they
Leviathan
only do
anymore?
quick attacks. They
Yeah,
only do
that's.
quick
I think that's
attacks.
why
See,
Leviathan got
I was
changed
I
ultimately is the
was
strikes.
afraid of strikes the whole game, and
Oh
I
no.
forgot that they only works on quick casts or quick
Oh
attacks.
no.
So
Yeah.
I did not have to worry about that. I didn't even have to teleport myself. Oh well, wasted teleport. I made some changes at the end of this game that I will explain. So I'm in a good spot. My creatures can't be killed with the special ability. So I enchant his armor because I don't know if that's a nullify on him. So I enchant his armor with crumble and then reveal it so that I can do it during the quick cast and I can save my main action to run away from the Leviathan. All right, he makes the move of putting teleportation scrolls down. So I'm like, okay, now I have to move. Let me
Yep.
actually pause this right now. So I'll pause it. So the reason I spent the extra mana to put the crumble on his armor instead of using my full action is exactly that. I knew he was going to get the Leviathan in here and whack me, and I wanted to have my mage's action to move away. So that's why I spent the extra mana on it. And then I was able to move and then enchant with a beam frost because that's the win condition of this book, is to do some incidental lightning damage and then reveal all the frost and kill him. So
Incidental, accidental, whatever.
yeah, whatever. So I purposefully kept my main action as long as I could to get away from the Leviathan. So that's tactics. And we'll keep going here. And I'm still forwarding my own win condition. Um, I realize I only have 3 teleports in this book, and I want to get away from this Leviathan because it's his initiative. So the very first thing he's going to do is attack me with Leviathan.
Strike, obviously.
Because that, well, I was worried he was going to strike. I was really worried he was going to strike.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm going to take the damage this turn, but then I'm going to get away a long, long way. That he, of course, didn't cast strike because it doesn't work on a full action attack.
But now you know.
Yeah, the interesting thing is you could temporal aid the Leviathan in order to make strikes work on him again, but that would be 8 mana in order to spend more mana to get him to attack more. So
Yeah, it'd be a lot.
yeah. Yeah, Leviathan is a lot harder to use when he doesn't have a quick attack.
Yep.
Huh. I'm much less upset about Leviathan now.
I'm generally not upset. I understand why the change was necessary, but Leviathan was good before and was actually worth casting at that, mana. I like having good creatures that cost that much because the previous, I don't know, entirety of the game, for the most part, just weren't worth the cost.
So this is an excellent move on his part. This thing that he puts on my Stormfront Elemental. So I teleported away from Leviathan, and then I move, and I'm going to Acid Ball to get that last, because he's got a Rhino Hide on. So I'm going to get him down some armor, and hopefully my Stormfront Elemental will be able to do some more damage to him. So he's using these teleportation scrolls really well, making sure that Leviathan gets where it needs to get.
Yep.
And yeah, so next turn he'll be able to teleport that into where I am, and hit me in one swift motion, which is nice. Next round, I should say. All right, so I don't know if Alt remembers to reveal this right now or if it takes another turn. So that's the other reason why I'm keeping Nullify on myself, is because I don't want to be teleported myself into where the Leviathan is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I'm expecting some kind of shenanigans this turn. I think I can stay far enough away, and I've got the Nullify to protect me. And I want to get Wind Elemental out, because if I get Wind Elemental out, it can continually move me away from the Leviathan, and then I won't have to use teleports. But I've got to get to the mana. I'm saving up for him, but I've got to make sure that I stay safe in the meantime. So that's become my goal, is to get that out, because I only have 1 teleport left because I took one out. Spoiler alert, I'm not going to have only 1 teleport left in the future. Yeah, so teleportation scrolls was reworded. To be like lesser teleport.
Right?
Yeah, lesser teleport on a stick. And lesser teleport moves the creature 1 zone away from where it is, not 1 zone away from where the caster is. You still have to be able to see the zone to which it's moving, but you can actually, so he can actually use the scrolls to teleport the Leviathan up to where my mage is from down here.
Yep.
And that is legal. So, I mean, I was expecting something like that anyway. So I'm glad he knows about it now too. So he's not going to quick cast yet. He's learning to save his quick cast until he can use something right afterwards. This is where I put a mage wand on. Guess what's on there?
Teleport.
Yup.
Weird. Why would you do that?
So he gets rid of the corrodes on his mage, which is a good choice since I'm continually attacking him with my storm elemental. Although the armor didn't do anything this turn. Leviathan moves in. So Siren is now going to heal one during and get an extra channel during the reset phase here. I'm slowly getting my win condition down while staying safe. I realize that the next turn he's going to be able to teleport Leviathan in here and do some damage to me because it's his initiative. I have 27 mana, which is a lot. I'm planning to cast Wind Elemental this turn. I'm going to teleport somewhere and then cast Wind Elemental. I think that's my plan. And then I have a Nullify for backup.
And you still have Stormy out there, so.
And I do have Storm Elemental. I think he's going to reveal Storm the spell this upkeep because he remembers.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got 31 mana just sitting here doing nothing, which is the opposite problem of Furno's Druid last Tuesdays. So, all right. So it's his quick cast first. Yeah, he's going to reveal now.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
It's not going to really. I mean,
Lullaby's an interesting one.
I'm gonna fire if I can, and I'm gonna unstun if I can. So,
Yeah.
and he gets the stun this turn, and I have to figure out how to get a stun on here. I believe, what is it? Alt N, Shift N. I don't remember.
I think it's all 10.
Alt N. Whatever one is not ranged. Plus. All right, so he's going to Seeking Dispel my Nullify. And that means to me, since he used his quick cast for that, I now don't have to worry about teleportation scrolls into Leviathan. So I can save my turn. I can recast Nullify because I figure he's going to try something. Good guess. And now I can cast Wind Elemental on his initiative so that on my initiative, Wind Elemental's ready to go.
Yep. That's what I should do.
So I'm going to unstun Stormy, I think, so that the Leviathan can't come hit him. I mean, he wouldn't be able to anyway, but. Yeah, unstun Stormy. And then see where the Leviathan goes. And then drop the Wind Elemental. Oh, he's going to stay there. Interesting. I don't remember that he did that. And there's Wind Elemental. Woohoo! Airbus.
I do
I
love the
can
art
now.
that Elemental turned out.
It is. It's nice. It's nice. Good job, Roberto Futura. So now I have to pay upkeep for 2 creatures, and I need to figure out if this Storm Elemental is going to be stunned or dazed this turn. So by casting Lullaby, he's already saved himself a 4 dice attack. And there's a daze again, so he has a potential to save himself another 4 dice attack. So Lullaby is really good. I'm going to add it into my Siren. I don't think I have it in my Siren right now. Just travesty. Travesty. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think, is quick cast something on the Siren and then airbus myself away.
Double move kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Good luck catching me now.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Okay, I skip quick cast. See what he's going to do. So I actually seeking to spell the Siren's Ballad of Courage. So that was cool. And Weezoid Burger away. And I don't know if the Siren is planning to stay put where she is or move. She does move. Move and guard. And then teleportation scroll, Leviathan. Right. Move Stormy. And oops, I think I accidentally deleted him. And we're going to attempt to attack the Siren. Hey, we make it this time. Sweet. Just 2 damage. Incidental damage. It's good stuff.
Little bits at a time.
Yep. Leviathan's going to move up. So I'm going to move down. And turn the clock on.
Nice. He's got 10 damage on him already, yeah.
Yep, he's got 10 damage, and if my previous games are any indication, I should be able to stack at least 8 on him with freezes. So
yeah,
I'm looking to move toward the kill zone here. So I think I'm going to disperse the Rhino Hide next turn in anticipation of using my teleport to escape the Leviathan again, or using Wind Elemental.
Excuse me.
Yep, here's the disperse. Lullaby gets a stun again. So that's 8 dice that he's managed to avoid getting just by 1, 3 and 5 mana Lullaby. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, the lullaby has been, dare I say, clutch.
Yeah, well, Lullaby's made it so that he's still alive. He is sitting on 43 mana right now, though.
That's a lot of mana.
It's a lot of mana. That is like...
He's get a water elemental out there and start pushing you around.
Yeah, he should. Or triple tsunami me or something, you know? Like...
Oh, God.
Because I don't have any armor on right now. None. I am running away. That is what I'm doing. So he chooses Reveal Magic on my Nullify. So I can't use Nullify this turn.
Yeah.
And now he gets rid of my wand, which I never used the spell on. But now I know that the Leviathan is not getting anywhere near me this turn. So I prepped another nullify, by the way, because I figured he was going to do something.
Yeah.
But
Make the oh no, so you can't. Never mind. I said use the airbus to drag Leviathan away, but I forgot it's
yeah, he's
unstoppable, isn't it?
unstoppable.
Yeah.
Unstoppable Leviathan. I'm going to make the wind elemental fast, however, and attack the siren. So give him charge +1. Gonna get 5 dice, and he flubs it. Not even a push.
Not even a push. Got nothing.
Yeah,
That airbus bad.
bad airbus, bad. Yeah,
What
it's a
number?
dice game, though.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm thinking, all right, I can get the days again, so that's great. And now I'm thinking that I should really consider getting the Tundra action going here. But then I
Oh yeah.
realize that the air element, the wind elemental, is in the zone where I want to put the Tundra,
Hmm.
and it will take him a full action to get out. So he can't get out and bring something back in. Um, so I got to do something with him. And I hit on a pretty good idea, I think. So you guys will have to tell me whether you think that was the right choice. So I've got a beam of frost to hurl. I've got a tundra, and I've got 2 other frost things to reveal. And I've got a storm elemental and an air elemental, or a wind elemental rather, to do damage. So maybe we can finish it this round. So here we go. And he fails. So that is 12 dice that one lullaby has saved the siren.
That is a lot
Yeah.
for one lullaby. Yeah, that's definitely worth the mana. Or
I mean, it
mana
was
and action, and yeah,
it was 7 mana, I think, because he extended it twice.
yeah.
But yeah, and we've got another lullaby coming on here, I think. All right, I realize Leviathan's coming in to hit me, so I move in and guard. And hope that one of these things isn't Mongoose Agility. And oh, there's an Akiro's Favor on him. Look at that. I think he's going to re-roll it. Yep, he gets only 2 damage off of that, which is unfortunate. I get some incidental damage back on Leviathan, which is not going to matter because I'm not trying to kill the Leviathan. I just wanted to keep my mage from getting hit. Figuring out which order to do this in. All right, there we go. I put the Tundra down, and then I reveal the Beam of Frost. And do not get the freeze, but I get 2 damage. And I reveal Cone of Frost. I do get the freeze because of the Frost +1. And do 4 damage, so he's at 16 right now.
Nice.
16 with 2 freeze, that's 20. And I throw the Beam of Frost using Hawkeye and Akiro's Favor. I'm going to reroll the damage because I got the freezes. And then it's going to be another 4 damage. And he's at 8 damage here. I think he's at 20 because I think he marked himself one damage too many. But yeah, he. I wasn't sure. I couldn't figure out if he'd marked the damage of the freezes or not. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just hit him again in the upkeep.
I guess I'll just keep hitting him.
Yeah, but he's actually dead right now.
Oh yeah,
He's at 33 damage right now.
there it is.
Yep. So we realized this in a little bit here. And that was how to stay away from a Leviathan 101.
Did a good job with that.
He never hit me. So I was just like, all right, I'll just lightning bolt and frost trap again and it'll be fine. He ends up hitting himself with flame blast to get rid of all the freezes. Then he realizes, wait, wasn't I already dead? Oops. Yes, you were. But I hadn't caught it. I hadn't caught it. He was marking the damage of the enchanted spells rather than the damage of the freezes. I thought he was
Right.
marking the damage of the freezes, and I was like, okay, well, that's a thing that you can do, I guess. I had never seen anybody do it that way, but yeah. Either way, he had taken a lot of damage. So
Either way is a good time.
yeah, tactics. I think I managed to stay tactically sound that game as opposed to the previous game.
I
I
thought it was pretty good.
realized the big threat, and then kept the spawn point out of the picture.
Yeah, and I think you played around it pretty well with varying. Like, it wasn't just one thing over and over again. You had lots of options there to deal with
Right.
it.
So we're gonna go back to the beginning here. And maybe to the book being loaded. There we go. Pause. All right. So I figured out that I want to force teleport back. I also figured out that I don't need 3 frozen tundras. I pretty much need 1.
I say, have you ever really cast all three?
Nope, I have only ever cast 1, and that's been enough. So I think I'm going to ditch 2 frozen tundras and add in a teleport. And I also think I'm going to ditch these Fist of Lightnings because I realized at one point that if I'm going to use Fist of Lightning for 2 mana, I can just punch for 0
Yeah, I
mana.
think you're better off.
Now, granted, I can enchant something with this, but if I'm going to enchant something, I might as well just hit it with a Frost Trap because it'll do more damage. And I don't remember what else I was going to put in. Oh, I realized that I only had 2 disperses and I only had 2 crumbles. So I think I ditched 1 frozen tundra for another dissolve, another frozen tundra for a teleport, and I think I ditched the 2 fist of lightnings for another dissolve.
Nice.
Just to tell everybody what I did. So that's the incremental thing. The other things that are on the chopping block right now are lightning ring, because I just don't get time to cast that sort of a thing. But maybe I will sometime. Temporal Aid and Storm Elemental are totally staying. Totally staying. I've never cast Gargoyle yet. I don't know if I would ever need to at this point, which is kind of interesting. I might replace Gargoyle with Mordok's Obelisk or something. Because that way I can make it difficult for them to field a lot of creatures against me.
It does end up doubling your upkeep too if you keep using some of the upkeep
That's true.
things. It's not necessarily bad. Like, it might be okay. it's something to think about.
Yeah, it makes it harder to um, sustain, to
Yeah,
save up mana for your reveal at the end. Because
right.
I needed to have all 23 of that mana that I had that turn in order to pull that off. I needed
That's true. Yeah.
5 twice for reveals, 5 once for Beam of Frost, and 8 for the Frozen Tundra. So
Yeah, you needed everything.
I do like it because it looks like I'm just doing storm damage. Um, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's frost
Shift
damage.
gears.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
It's
that's fair.
interesting. I do like having the acid balls in here. Haven't used arc lightning yet, but I think that would come in pretty handy against somebody who's fielding knights in particular.
Yeah, I think some of it's gonna be also some of those are matchup dependent, so you'll find
Yeah,
reasons to use those eventually.
yeah. And I don't know if 4 armor, 5 armor is enough because 6 armor. I guess I got an elemental cloak too. But, maybe we'll see. Didn't need armor that game, but that's because um, I wasn't I wasn't going to be taking incidental damage that game. I was going to be taking a massive hit or nothing,
Yeah.
and I chose to try for nothing. It succeeded, which was nice. But Airbus is good. These two guys are
I do
great.
like the two of them together, yeah. It's very
So
positional game with those two.
that's the game I like to play. That's why I started this tactics series too, because I
Yeah.
just see so many people that don't realize that they can. It can be the difference between taking 10 damage and taking 2. You know, just where are you? Where are you on the board? What can they do? What can they reach? If you can, if you can outmaneuver, then eventually you can win. So, yep. All right. Well, thanks, Sharkbait. Got anything else you
Absolutely.
want to
Thanks
say?
for having me. Not that I can add. I like seeing the development as we go.
Yeah, we'll see if I do any more of these. Um, I'll be honest. All Wizard is not. Wizard in general is not one of my favorites. But
Yeah, that's fair too. Well, next time we have to build something you like.
I've already built those.
We can build
uh,
more.
yeah, I don't. If people want more book building videos, I guess I'll do some more, but they're kind of boring to me. So,
I don't have to
and
do the video on the building itself. I just more meant the development of a book as we go along.
oh yeah, sure, it's true. I learned what to put in my siren also by playing this game. So
There you go.
it was expert use of lullaby. So good. Teleportation scroll seems fun too. I don't know if there's a way I could use that. All right, that's been Tactics with Puddnhead. Thanks everybody. Have a good day.